Welcome back, Lynx Nation, to another episode of LPTV.
I'm Adam Reef.
And I'm Maggie Grover.
Let's get started. With the winter weather this past couple months, there's always rules we need to be reminded about.
Yeah, and with the cold and snow, I'm sure glad Cassie is here to teach us how to be safe out there.
With icy weather on the way, I took Maggie to get a proper emergency kit for her car. One of the most important things to do if you're stuck is to stay warm. You'll want a spare pair of socks, a hat, and gloves. It also wouldn't hurt to make sure you have a blanket. Food and water is a necessity, as you never know how long you could be stuck. You may want a flashlight and some spare batteries. A working weather radio will help you know what weather is ahead. If you can't find a weather radio, certain walkie-talkies also have a radio function. To get your car unstuck, you should keep a snow shovel and some kitty litter. A phone charger is a must since you will probably need to call somebody. You should also always keep a first aid kit in your car. I hope this helped you get your car as ready as Maggie's for the impending weather.
Thanks, Cassie, for sharing those tips with us.
Hey Adam, have you heard that Spider-Man No Way Home came to digital on March 22nd?
No, I have not.
Well, you must have been living under a rock. It's a good thing Nathan and Lydia have a spoiler-free movie review.
Hey, I'm Nathan.
And I'm Lydia.
Spider-Man No Way Home hit over 260 million over the weekend, which broke many box office records.
And scored 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
We'll be going over what makes Spider-Man No Way Home so great, avoiding any big spoilers.
No Way Home takes place directly after the ending of Far From Home,
where Spider-Man's identity is revealed across the entire world and is posed as a villain.
He goes to Doctor Strange and seeking for a way to solve all of this.
The movie managed to keep me on the edge of my seat of what would happen next. I was super excited to watch all of this go down. This movie really defies who Spider-Man is.
It exceeds all expectations.
I was screaming. We are big Spider-Man fans, and with going in with high expectations, we were not disappointed.
If you want an amazing action-adventure movie with complete originality,
this is the movie for you.
Overall, I'd rate this movie a 10 out of 10.
And I rate this movie 10 out of 10.
That was an interesting review. I might check it out later. But one thing I did like was the music used in the trailers.
Speaking of music, Sid did a story about our own Lincoln Volume. Sid, take it away.
Then with it, why aren't we as careful? If it's magic, why can't we make it everlasting? Not for everyone. If it's magic. So she's got the pad down on 24/9. Send a little bottle of love potion number 9. As I close my eyes, I took a drink.
You can't stop the things I do. I ignite you, and now you're
Since we're on the topic of music, did you know that over the weekend, The Weeknd released a new album?
No, I didn't. I don't even know who The Weeknd is.
Well, you're in luck. Hannah and Blake did a story on The Weeknd's new album, Dawn FM. You really don't know who The Weeknd is?
Stay tuned. The album starts off with the sinister sound of birds, etc. Weeknd sings one verse, and then Jim Carrey kicks in reciting the radio stinger ending the song. Weeknd comes back and sings the jingle. Although this wasn't really a song, it was a great intro to this project.
Right after the introduction to the Dawn FM station, The Weeknd changes to a very techno sound. Gasoline is a great continuation to the other works we have heard from him. In this song, he makes reference to his earlier songs by talking about his own self-destruction. He says, "It's 5 a.m., I'm a nihilist, and I know that there's nothing after this."
The album continues with a very pop techno sound. This track isn't really all that special, as it sounds like the majority of other tracks with nothing special. But that's not really a bad thing, as the sound is unique in itself.
Take My Breath was the song that I personally found the most catchy from the album. It had a very obvious vibe to it that could only come from The Weeknd.
In this song, Abel sings about the same ideas he does in the majority of the Weeknd songs, chasing someone he likes. The song has a very catchy chorus where he develops a British accent. This was the first song of the album to get a music video to.
Tale by Quincy. This song is included in the album, I think, because Abel really looks up to Quincy, and he wanted to include him on the album. I also think it could be alluding to the struggles that Abel faces within himself. Out of Time is an amazing track and is my second favorite in the album. This song talks about how he is feeling out of time in a particular relationship and how he worked on himself for the girl, but is still not enough, and she wants someone else. The Weeknd sings a line later in the song, "If you don't trust him a little, then come right back, girl, come right back." This is him talking about how he would welcome her back into his life.
Here We Go Again is my favorite song of this album by far. The song has a slow vibe while still feeling excited. The song starts with Abel flexing his wealth and success, and then goes on to, you guess it, chasing someone he likes. My favorite part of the song is the Tyler the Creator features. Tyler is my favorite artist and does great in this song.
In this song, The Weeknd sings to his best friend and how they can't catch feelings for each other and how they can never be more than best friends. If they were, it would lead to pain and ultimately heartbreak, which he does not want to be responsible for.
And Is There Someone Else? The song kind of strays from the rest of the album with a more modern pop vibe. This feels like the older Weeknd, and it's sort of refreshing. This is a pretty good track to place in the middle of the album.
The instrumental is great, and the vocals are beautiful. The first half of the song is kind of weak, though, as it sounds like a big build-up for the final 45 seconds of the song. The instrumental is especially beautiful during this part. This track feels more like an interlude, though.
Every Angel is Terrifying is where I finally realized the story of this album. This isn't just a love story. We're going through purgatory. This interlude is a great experience and also pretty eerie, and yes, the number listed is a real number.
Lyrics are good, and the accent yet again makes it catchier. This song also has more of a modern pop feel, but you can also feel the synthwave in the back, too. This is definitely one of the songs from the album that I feel like I'll hear on the radio frequently.
The song is like How Do I Make You Love Me, with the same sound until Lil Wayne comes in. This was a weird choice feature for an 80s pop, but it was pretty good, actually. He fits really well in the song, and it doesn't change that much.
This song reaches the peak of the 80s pop feel. If this wasn't The Weeknd and the recording quality was a little worse, I could be convinced that this was from the 80s. This song has a super catchy and wholesome chorus, although the lyrics are still pretty sad, as it is The Weeknd.
This is the end. We have transitioned into the afterlife, while Jim Carrey reads us a surprisingly good poem. This sets up a third album in the After Hours series, leaves us wondering, what will the next album be? This album stays very consistent through its 51-minute length.
Almost all the songs on the album are very catchy, although some of the tracks don't change much and end up sounding like the others.
We would say this album is a 8.5 or a 9.
Out of 10.
That was great, guys.
I really like the color scheme of the new album cover. It reminds me of your sweatshirt. Where did you get it?
This new thing, I got it from the journalism sweatshirt order. I got these jeans from Old Navy and these shoes from Kohl's.
Can you please get your feet off the table? And what did you just do?
I did a fit check. If you want to see some other people's fit checks, check out Claire's package.
My shirt's from Five Below, my pants are from Christmas, and my shoes are from Dick's. My shirt is from my club basketball team. My jeans are from American Eagle, and I got these Birkenstocks on. They're really cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Claire. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode.
From all the staff here at LPTV,
Thanks for watching. Woo!
I know it's been a while since you've seen me. I'm still alive, surprisingly.